Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you today how to do this beautiful little coaster. It would go along beautiful for Christmas presents, a set of 4 or a set of 6. This one I am going to do in 100% 4-ply cotton. It's actually a patterns cotton. As you can see, it has a little bit of a shine off it. It's not much, but it's a lovely cotton to work with. You're also going to need your scissors and crochet and a darning needle for the end. So with this video, I'm using a 2.75mm crochet hook. So I am going to start here now. Just do your slip knot. Just slip knot. You're going to do 5 chain. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I do is slip stitch into the first one. So that gives you, it looks like a little swing. So yarn over and you're going to do a slip stitch here. So yarn over and you're going to bring it through the 2. That literally just closes. It just closes the join and it creates a circle. So you're going to do 3 chain up. Then this 3 chain is going to be classed as your first treble. So we're going to do 23 more trebles into this circle. So a treble is yarn over, through the circle, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. So it's yarn over, into your circle, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. So that's 3 now. So we just go ahead and do 21 more. 4, 5, 6. As you can see, I bring the tail of the yarn with me when I am crocheting around the circle, because it means at the very end then I don't have as much to sew in. I can be quite lazy like that. So if you're using a thicker yarn, you can do a circle, you can do a chain of 6, 7, whatever suits you. Some people are loose crocheters, some people are tighter, and obviously you would use, if you're a loose crocheter, you might need to use a smaller crochet hook. If you're a tight crocheter, you might need to use a slightly bigger one. Okay, now I have lost count there altogether. I have no idea how many I've just done, so I'm just going to pull my yarn up and count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. So 1 more to go. Just pull that tail down there. 24. So now you're going to count back 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do is put your hook in through the 2. You're going to bring your yarn over and you're going to slip stitch these 2 closed. Okay, so now you're going to do 3 chain up, 1, 2, 3 for the next round. You're going to do a 1 chain, because you have to do a 1 chain space. So this is your first treble. So you do a 1 chain it's going to be to bring you across, and then you're going to do a treble into the next one. And you're going to do a 1 chain and a treble. And you continue that all the way around. 1 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble. So you can fast forward this video if you want. I'm just showing you step by step how to do it. So it's literally 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain. So when you're doing your trebles, just make sure that you are going through the top of your treble from the last round. 1 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain, 1 treble, one chain, one treble, one chain, one treble, one chain, one treble, one chain, one treble. Oh, I forgot to do the chain. One chain, one treble, one chain. And now at the very end, just have a take your hook out again and count, because you should have your 24, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. I'm actually going to go in here because I didn't do the last one. When I did the first one, I should have went in here and I didn't. 1, 2, 3. So into the third one, you're going to go into both sides. Oops. Into the third one, you're going to go into both sides. You're going to put your yarn over and you're going to close with a slip stitch. Okay. So then on the next round, what you're going to do is you're going to go in here. You're going to slip stitch into here. So it's like as if you're going into the first one chain space. You're going to do 3 chain up, your first treble. Then you're going to do a treble into the same space. You are going to do 1 chain and you are going to do 2 more trebles into the same 1 chain space. Okay. Now you're not going to do any chains between this. You're going to skip this 1 chain. See the 1 chain space, the next one? You're going to skip that and you're going to go into here, so skip 1 into the next one. And you're going to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles into this 1 chain space. Okay, skip the next one and into the next one. You do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles. Okay, so now you can see you have your 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. Skip this one. You don't put anything up here, you skip here. So you skip the first one and into the second one. You're going to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles. So skip this one and you do a treble into the next one. So that's 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles. Skip and into the next one. 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles. Skip this one into the next one. 2 trebles, 1 chain, whoops, and 2 trebles. Skip into the next one. Now if you want to slow down the video at all, slow it down and you can continue on at your own pace. Skip this one into the next one. So this is the second lot of trebles on this one. So yarn over, skip this one into the next one. So you do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and your 2 trebles. Skip and into the next one. Skip and into the next one. 1 chain, last 2 trebles, last treble. Okay, so you're going to count up 3, 1, 2, 3. So into the top of your third chain from the first one that you did, you're going to slip stitch into the top, bring it through the first one, and then bring it through the second one. So what I want you to do is to slip stitch into the next stitch, bring it through 1, bring it through 2, and then you're going to go into the top of this one here. You're not going to go around the stitch, you're going to go into it. So you're going to slip stitch into here, and then you're going to do your 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Now into the same chain space, see where you've just inserted your hook there, you're going to go in here and you're going to do your treble. You're going to do 1 chain, and you're going to do another 2 trebles into this same where you worked the first. So you can see you've got the 3 chain, 1 treble, 1 chain and 2 trebles, and they're all going into here. So now you do 1 chain, and then what you're going to do is do 1 chain, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go into this again here. I go in one at a time because sometimes it's harder to go try and do them. So into here, so you're going to do your 2 trebles, your 1 chain and your 2 trebles into this 1, 2, and then you do your 1 chain. So you're skipping all here and you're going into this piece here, so into the top through those. So you're not actually going into the space, you're actually going into the top of the stitch. You're going to do 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles, and you continue that all the way around as well. So 1 chain now, you're going to skip to the next set like a V, and you're going to go into the top of this one here, and you're going to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles into this stitch. So you're going to do 1 chain now, you're going to go to the next set and you're going to go into the top of this one, bring it through the 2, you're going to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain and 2 trebles. Don't forget your 1 chain. Hold your hand here if you want it, just to make sure that you have your V, because you don't want to go into this space, you want to go into this one here. So you're going to cross. If you need to go through one at a time, go through one at a time, whatever is easiest for you. Don't struggle. So I'm on my second set of 2 here. 1 chain. So hold your hand so you can see your V into the top of your stitch, treble in. Now sometimes it can be a little bit, you might have to push the crochet hook in. Don't worry about that. Don't forget your 1 chain. You're going in here again. Your 1 chain and then your 2 trebles. 1 chain, don't forget here. So into the next set of 2. Sometimes it's just for the first one, it can be be a little bit tricky. But once you get the hang of this, it actually, you can do them, and they're so gorgeous when they're finished. Now I haven't blocked the one that I did there. I was crocheting that last night for a gift. So I just said I would do the tutorial today for you to show you. And then on the next tutorial, I'll show you how to do the bigger mandala coaster that will actually go with it. I'll show you at the end what it's going to look like. And it's the starting of it is the very same. I think it's just the very last row that I have on this coaster is going to be slightly different. So you finished there, so you did your 1 chain, so you're going into the next one. chain, the next 2, and you're going to do your 1 chain. Okay, so what you're going to do here now is you're going to slip stitch. You're going to count up 3, 1, 2, 3. So into the third one, like before, you're going to slip stitch into this and into this one to close it. So you're going to go into the next one. You're going to slip stitch into the next one, and like before, you're going to go into the top of this one. You're going to do your slip stitch, and then you're going to do your 3 chain up, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to repeat what you did, your 2, your 1, and your 2. This time you're going to do a 2 chain, 1, 2, and in the 1 chain space down here, you're going to do 1. Then you're going to do 1, 2, and into the top of the 1, you're going to do your 2 trebles, 2 chains, and 2 trebles. So it's treble number 1, treble number 2, 1 chain, 2 trebles. Then you're going to do 2 chain this time, and in here you're just going to do a double crochet. Then you're going to do 2 chain, and then into the top of this one again. Oops. You're going to work in here to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles, and then you're going to do 2 chain, 1, 2, and in here in the middle of the 2 V's, you're going to do a double crochet, 2 chain, and then you're going to work your 2 trebles, 2 chains, and your 2 treble, or yeah, into the next, into this space here. So you're going to do 2 chain, 1, 2. You're going to find the middle of the 2 V's, and you're going to do your double crochet around it. You're going to do 2 chain, and then you're going to do your treble into the top of your treble. So here you go. Oops. Make sure you go into the stitch. Okay, so we're finished here. So we're going to go 2 chain, find the middle. We're going to go 1 double, 2 chain, and then back into top of this stitch. We're going to do our 2 trebles, our 1 chain, and our 2 trebles. Two chain, double crochet, 2 chain into the top of the stitch, 2 trebles, 1, 2, 1 chain, 2 more trebles into the same space, same stitch, 2 chain, 1, 2. Find the middle, you're going to do your double crochet, then you're going to do 2 chain. Again, you're going to go into the top of your stitch, and you're going to do your 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 trebles into the same stitch. Then you're going to do 2 chains into the middle of the 2 V's here. You're going to do a double crochet, 1, 2, back into the top here. You're going to do 2 trebles, 1 chain, and oh, that one didn't go in. It's very easy not to actually go into the stitch, so just be careful. second one, 1 chain, don't be afraid to force your crochet hook in, the wool won't break. 1, 2, and double crochet around here, 2 chain, back into the top of the stitch, 2 trebles, 1, 2, 1 chain, and then 2 trebles into the same stitch. Finish that, you do your 2 chain, and you do your 1 double, 2 chain, and then you're into your stitch, you do 2 trebles, 1 chain, and 2 trebles, 1 chain, 2 chain, a double crochet in the middle, 2 chain on the opposite side, and then back into the next and last one, 1 chain, 2 trebles, 2 chain, and then you're going to go your double crochet here, your 2 chain up, and you're going to slip stitch into the third. 1, 2, 3, 1, going to slip stitch into here, so you're going to go slip stitch into the next stitch to close it up, and you're going to slip stitch into the top of the next one as well. Okay, so now you're in the middle, and you're going to do your 3 chain like before, 1, 2, 3. You're going to work into this again for the next one. You're going to do your 1 chain. On this one, what did I do? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and then this is where it's going to change at the top of this round here. So let me see if we go back to here. So that's your 2, you have your 3 chain done, you have your 1 treble. So now what you're going to do is 3 chain, because this is going to be your picot. Now I've done this a few times, and you can go into here, but it seems to bring the picots all the way over to this side. So what I like to do is actually go into this top of this and this. It's like where the 2 of them would join. Yarn over, bring it through, and slip stitch it. And then you're going to do your 2 trebles into the same, whoops. You're going to do your 2 trebles into the same 1 space that you've done before. Oh look, I left that huge. Sorry about that. 1, 2. Now you're going to do your 2 chain here, and into the top of this. What I want you to do is just a slip stitch. I don't want you to do a double crochet. I just want you to do a slip stitch. You're going to do 2 chain up into this space here. You're going to do your 2 trebles, 1, 2. You're going to do your picot, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go into, if you look here, you go back your 3 stitches. So the one that joins here, it looks like a little V. They're 2 separate stitches. So you go in there, yarn over, and bring it through all of them. And then you're going to do your 2 trebles back into the same where you worked before. So 2 chain. I don't want you to do a double here. I just want you to go into the middle of the stitch here at the bottom of the join, and I just want you to slip stitch it. Then I want you to do 2 chain, and then into, like the previous round where you went into the top of this. So I want you to do 2 chains, or 2 trebles, sorry, 2 trebles. Just make sure it goes through both of them. Now you're going to do your picot, which is 3 chain up, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to count back 3, 1, 2, 3, but you're going to go into the stitches just below there. Don't know whether you can see them there. So yarn over and bring it through the 2, and then bring it through the last one. And then you're going to do yarn over and you're going to do 2 trebles into the same 1, 2, 2 chain. You're going to slip stitch into the top of the double crochet from the previous round. So into it, around, and slip. Okay, you're going to do your 2 chain, and then you're going to go back into the same space here. One, 2, your picot, which is 1, 2, 3, count back 3, 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do is, I hope you can see it there, you're not going into the actual third chain. See, this is 1, 2, 3. You're going to go through these 2, then yarn over, bring it through, and bring it through, and then you're going back into the space that you've just been working on to do your final 2 trebles, 1, 2, then just do a slip stitch rather than a double, back into the top, one, 2, 1, 2, 3, count back 3, so it's the 2 behind, past that, 1, 2, 3, then you can see you've got 1 stitch here, the top of the last one, so bring it through the 2 of those. I'll split here. 1, 2. So you're going to do your slip stitch into this, and you're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, picot. So you just continue this all the way around till you get to the end. Picot, 1, 2, 3, and then you count back 4. So 1, 2, 3, and into these 2. You can see this is the 4th one. And then oops, this does not want to go in here today. Your 2 chain, your slip stitch, 2 chain, you're going to do your, oops, take that out. Sometimes it just does not want to do what you want it to do, but don't worry. Now you're going to do your picot, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go into the top of the 2 that you had from before. You just finished. Slip stitch back into, oops, the same stitch to, oh God, to do your treble, 1, 2, your 2 chain, your slip stitch, your 2 chain, back into the top, your trebles, 2 trebles, your picot, 1, 2, 3. So there's your 3 that you've just done from the picot. So you're going into the ones, the 2 stitches you've just finished, slip stitch your picot, back into the same space, 1, 2, slip stitch into your double crochet, 2 chain, back up here to do your 2 trebles, then you do your 3 chain for your picot, 1, 2, 3, and then you go into the top of the 2 stitches, the side of it, slip stitch, and then back into your same stitch that you were working on, 2 chain, slip stitch into your double, 1, 2 chain, back into the top. So you do 2 trebles, 1, 2, your picot, 1, 2, 3. And as I say, normally with your picot you'd go into this, but I'm not doing that for this one. I'm going into the 2 stitches, the side of the 2 stitches from you just completed. So slip stitch your picot closed, and then you do 2 trebles into the same space, your 2 chain, 1, 2, slip stitch into this, double top of your double chain, 1, 2, back into here, 2 trebles. Now you're going to do your picot. So 1, 2, 3 would be your picot. I want you to go into the 2 under there, which are your stitches from previous that you've just finished. Slip stitch, 2 trebles into the same, 2 trebles into the same stitch, your 2 and 2, and then you're going to do your slip stitch like before, 1, 2, and then what I want you to do is into the very first one that you have done, go 1, 2, 3. I want you to slip stitch into this one here, the second one, okay, all right, and then slip stitch into the top of the next one, sorry, doesn't want to go in, slip stitch into the top of the next one, it's definitely okay, so we're in there, just make sure your yarn doesn't split, and then into the next one. Now you can go into the picot if you want and finish off, do a slip stitch into the picot and then do your 2 chain. I always do 2 chain at the very end. Then get your scissors, cut, pull it through with your hook, nail, pull it closed, get your darning needle, and then just go through until you close it off. Just going back into your work. And I'm going to bring it down through these 2 here. And then back in around here. Okay, now I can cut that one. Because I crocheted this all the way around, the tail is very small on it, so I'm not actually going to try and bring it back through again. So then what you do is you just get a little bit of a damp cloth, put it onto your ironing board. If you can, get some pins and in the top of your picots. Put your pins in the top of your picots and pull it, and you just let that dry. And then just give it, if you're going to iron it, just give it a very, very light, don't have the iron too hot, because if you have the iron too hot, this will actually go really limp and it doesn't actually look well at all. It actually looks like it's lost all of its work. You can't actually see the work, it's not as defined. So that's how you do this little coaster. I hope you like it. Please subscribe and share. I'm just going to give you a quick glance at this is the mandala that I have that's going to go with the coaster. Now, as you can see, I did 3 rows here, and on the third one I did a picot. Basically the inside of this is that, except there's no picot. On this there's 4 and there's no picots on this. So tomorrow I will do the other one to show you how to do this. Now it is going to take a little bit longer. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and share, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.